Got to go live twice, you heard? Grrr. What's up with the antenna? Why is my antenna not antenna-ing? Hold on. L.O.T.S Proof Media, DSTM, don't shoot the messenger. Grrr. Grrr. Bah. What's up, fam? I don't know what's going on here. My antenna is low. You guys let me know if you guys seen there's a bit freezing here. What's going on? All right. Everything was working spick and span earlier. That part. You guys do me a favor. As soon as you guys come to the building, let's not wait for the middle or the end of this video. Let's come together as a collective. I need everybody to hit this like button at the same time. As soon as you guys hit the like button, YouTube gonna take the like. They're gonna take this video and they're gonna recommend it to their audience. They're gonna catapult it through the algorithm. That's what they do when you guys hit the like button. So thank you guys in advance once more. Now I don't know what's going on. Hopefully things looking a little better. Okay. All right. Reception, new computer, new vibes. You guys do forgive me, pardon me. A little bit unorganized here, but listen, we're gonna talk about it. That part. All right, you guys, listen to the most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. DSTM. Don't shoot the messenger, because this messenger shoots back. Please don't be a ninja watcher as a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher, because that's just a hater. And you definitely don't want to be one of these, ladies and gentlemen. We call that a peeping time. If y'all don't know what they do to peeping times, just don't go to jail and you won't ever have to find out that part. Now, let's talk about it. Ksoo, Jacksonville, all right, found guilty of murder. Found guilty of first degree. Let's be clear. First degree murder. Yeah, you heard right. Now, you guys know this guy. He's a member of the ATK, I believe. That's Young and Ace's crew. I shouldn't know about this, but I do know about it. He's part of Young and Ace's crew. And they was the ones that was beefing with Fulio. So it looks like things are coming to fruition. Things are coming full circle, as we like to say, full cipher. As in the events that took place, because, you know, since the passing of Fulio, we haven't really heard anything about this, right? So now we have this case, and this case is unlike, I'm not gonna say unlike any case you've never seen, but in hip hop, we've never seen this before. Though we have seen it in the streets with the mob. I'm referring to parents snitching on their kids, parents telling on their kids. Guys, we're about to watch a video. We're gonna watch the verdict, right? Ksoo found guilty. Father takes the stand. His homies taking the stand also. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're waiting for some people to come inside the building. Once again, hope you guys like the new aesthetics. That part, DSTM, most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. Remember, I told you once again. Now, let's share the screen. All right. My good people, L.O.T.S Media. Grrr, breaking news. Hold up. Where's my breaking news at? Hold on. Let me get some breaking news. That part, breaking news. Duval checking in. That part, Cutie 48. That part, baby. Breaking news. Breaking news. You heard me? Big shout out to Duval in the building. That part, Jacksonville. And we are talking about Jacksonville. That part. Breaking news. All right, that part. That's enough of that. Now, listen, remember I told y'all, we've never seen this in hip-hop. You guys are about to watch a movie. We're going to watch this movie together. This is the judge handing down the verdict to Ksoo. Now, what's Ksoo's government name? His government name is something Hakeem, I believe. Hakeem Robinson. Yeah, that part. All right, let's get into it. Make sure you guys hit that like button.
All right, the court finds that there are no errors or omissions in the filling out of the verdict form. Madam Clerk, can you please publish the verdict?
In the Circuit of the Fourth Judicial Circuit in and for Duval County, Florida, case number 16-2020, CF 3601B, Division CRE. State of Florida versus Hakeem Robinson, verdict as to count one. We, the jury, found the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. So say we all, done, Jacksonville, Duval County, Florida, signed by the foreperson on July 31st, 2025.
Does counsel for either the state or defense desire the jury to be polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Madam Clerk, if you can please poll each juror.
Juror 1, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 2, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 3, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror 4, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror 5, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror 6, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror 7, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 8, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror 9, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 10, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 11, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 12, is this your true and correct?
All right, the court finds that there are no errors or omissions in the filling out of the verdict form. Madam Clerk, can you please publish the verdict?
In the Circuit of the Fourth Judicial Circuit in and for Duval County, Florida, case number 16-2020, CF 3601B, Division CRE. State of Florida versus Hakeem Robinson, verdict as to count one. We, the jury, found the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. So say we all, done, Jacksonville, Duval County, Florida, signed by the foreperson on July 31st, 2025.
Does counsel for either the state or defense desire the jury to be polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Madam Clerk, if you can please poll each juror.
Juror 1, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 2, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 3, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror 4, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror 5, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror 6, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror 7, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 8, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror 9, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 10, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 11, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 12, is this your true and correct?
All right, the court finds that there are no errors or omissions in the filling out of the verdict form. Madam Clerk, can you please publish the verdict?
In the Circuit of the Fourth Judicial Circuit in and for Duval County, Florida, case number 16-2020, CF 3601B, Division CRE. State of Florida versus Hakeem Robinson, verdict as to count one. We, the jury, found the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. So say we all, done, Jacksonville, Duval County, Florida, signed by the foreperson on July 31st, 2025.
Does counsel for either the state or defense desire the jury to be polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Madam Clerk, if you can please poll each juror.
Juror 1, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 2, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 3, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 4, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 5, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 6, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 7, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 8, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 9, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 10, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 11, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 12, is this your true and correct?
All right, the court finds that there are no errors or omissions in the filling out of the verdict form. Madam Clerk, can you please publish the verdict?
In the Circuit of the Fourth Judicial Circuit in and for Duval County, Florida, case number 16, 2020, CF 3601B, Division CRE. State of Florida versus Hakeem Robinson, verdict as to count 1, we the jury found the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. So say we all, done, Jacksonville, Duval County, Florida, signed by the foreperson on July 31st, 2025.
Does counsel for either the state or defense desire the jury to be polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Madam Clerk, if you can please poll each juror.
Juror 1, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 2, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 3, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 4, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 5, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 6, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 7, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 8, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 9, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 10, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 11, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 12, is this your true and correct?
All right, the court finds that there are no errors or omissions in the filling out of the verdict form. Madam Clerk, can you please publish the verdict?
In the Circuit of the Fourth Judicial Circuit in and for Duval County, Florida, case number 16, 2020, CF 3601B, Division CRE. State of Florida versus Hakeem Robinson, verdict as to count 1, we the jury found the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. So say we all, done, Jacksonville, Duval County, Florida, signed by the foreperson on July 31st, 2025.
Does counsel for either the state or defense desire the jury to be polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Madam Clerk, if you can please poll each juror.
Juror 1, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 2, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 3, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 4, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 5, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 6, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 7, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 8, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 9, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 10, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 11, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 12, is this your true and correct?
All right. So moving right along. Listen, like I told you guys, you see that that's the judge giving the verdict, handed down by the jury, found this man guilty. All right, first degree. Once again, a lot more people chimed in. Like I said, the daddy was involved, and the daddy ratted on him. Let's call a spade, right? The pops ratted on him. Once again, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. The most dangerous podcast on God's Green Earth, DSTM. Don't shoot the messenger. This messenger shoots back. Bow. That part. Now, Boosie chimed in. All right, and a host of others. I want to play the video from the homie that actually took the stand also. Now, the father took the stand and explained it. Just judging by the father's face, if you guys would have seen the father's face, if you would have seen the dishonorable look in his face, the look, the how would you say, the look of guilt. And I know there's a better description of it. This is a father taking a stand on his son, which I believe was involved with the murder. Now, we're gonna play this other video of this next member. Let's go to the gram. Let's go to Academic's Instagram. All right. Oh, it's not even actually the video. Well, this is actually the member. We're not even gonna watch the member, but I want to show you this kid here, who also who also ratted. All right. You have here Leroy Whitaker, aka ATK Scotty, found guilty of first-degree murder and burglary. No, he ain't rat. He the one. He got found guilty. Let me get this right. He ain't, I don't know if he ratted, but the father definitely. Now, ATK Scotty found guilty. Now I want to. They haven't received their sentencing as of yet. Also, all right. Now, interesting enough, you guys. Interesting enough, Ksoo actually chimed in also. Now, immediately, Ksoo chimed in after the verdict came in. We're going to read through it. Once again, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. But they're fast. This new generation of social network, it's mind-boggling how everything that goes on in our life, it goes straight to the media, and we're the one that's just distributing it. It's not necessarily the bloggers, but he ran and brought this to a conclusion, right? And he spoke about a lot of discrepancies about the case and how it was handled, as in the jurors, as in a lot of white jurors in comparison to people of our color. Once again, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. All right, now let's go to Case. Matter of fact, I think we should just go to Ksoo's Instagram. That'd be a little bit better. Let's get off of academics here. No Diddy. All right, now. All right, you guys. This is Ksoo right here. Ksoo went, he posted immediately after the case. All right. So I don't know how this man got cell phone or what he got on the phone and called them folks. I don't know how he did it, but the man has got his word out. Now, with that being said, Ksoo says, I had an all-white 12 jurors, all right, with 3 white state attorneys, with a white judge in a courtroom with all white judges, and a wall of every black person that could pick on my juror was struck by the state. Okay. And the wall of every black person that I could have picked on my juror was struck by the state, and just showed the whole world how Jacksonville, Florida is corrupt. And my lawyers proved that I was innocent. God got the last say so. All right. And I apologize for butchering this, but I'm trying to make sense of it. I'm going to read it one more time. You guys forgive me. I had an all-white 12 jurors with 3 white state attorneys, with a white judge in a courtroom with all white judges on the wall. Every black person that I could pick on my juror was struck by the state. I just showed the whole world how the Jacksonville, Florida is corrupt, and my lawyers proved I was innocent. God got the last say so. Yeah, I do apologize, but you know, when he's using the words like a, it kind of threw me off when he threw the Ebonics in there. So you guys see, let's talk about it. And there's a lot more to discuss. But nonetheless, you guys let me know in the comment section. Did he require to have at least one black person in attendance as a juror? As the man stated, it was an all-white jury. All right, he's meant to say jury, but he said juror. So that's why he threw me off when I was reading it. And when people put the wrong words in it kind of stumbles me also, right? So he's used the word a and juror. Nonetheless, an all-white jury, white judge, 3 white attorneys. Obviously, it was a white complexion. Now, we know in the judicial system that does play a role. When you being judged, you would like some of your own people to be in attendance, because we know that certain races can be biased at times. Now, the lawyer spoke about how, first of all, Ksoo's he was covered. Let's speak about it. Ksoo had he had mask on, right? The shiesty. I don't know if it was a shiesty, just a regular, convenient, casual ski mask. Nonetheless, he was masked up. So we didn't see Ksoo's face. Nobody saw Ksoo's face, right? So, excuse me, pardon me. With that being said, they were looking at his body composition. They did a different form of, I don't know what they did, a thermal something where they made a silhouette of the body. and they showed the silhouette of the body, trying to compare the body composition to who we have in the courtroom. Now, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. That's a good place to start with this case. All right. That might be one of the only things that he might be able to hold on to, because you guys know we got to consider appeals and things of that nature. This, obviously, I don't think it's done. Now, some people already have condemned him by public opinion. He's condemned, right? It's over. People don't expect this man to ever get his day, his day in court once again. But things are subject to change in the judicial system. You remember, when people are taking things to the door and they not taking no pleas, they still have the option of an appeal, right? There's a thing called an appeal. And in the climate of this country, we've seen the judicial system. We can't put nothing past nobody. You guys got to keep in mind. You see what's going on with Diddy? They talking about Trump is considering pardoning Diddy again. He's taking it back into consideration. Diddy's offering $50 million. Don't quote me, somewhere upwards to that. Diddy got it. Diddy's gonna give it whatever to get some type of freedom and enjoy some type of freedom prior to him being sentenced. I think he's trying to get bond prior to being sentenced, right? Rightfully so. You got the money. What's the sense of that money and freedom? There's no price you could put on freedom. I'm gonna be real with you. But nonetheless, you guys, Ksoo found guilty. Now, other people have chimed in also. I wanted to play the video of the daddy sitting on the stand, right? When the father, first of all, I don't know who that was in the car. One of Ksoo's men, somebody was inside the car, and he said that Ksoo ran. He saw who that brother was with the braids. There was this nigga with the braids, light-skinned nigga with the braids, right? So bruh had the braids, and he said that he saw Ksoo, but he didn't actually see Ksoo shoot, bruh, right? He saw Ksoo go around the corner. He was the driver. That was the driver. Yeah, the driver said. That's what he said. He said he saw Ksoo run around the corner, but he didn't actually see Ksoo shoot the man. So a lot of people, it's not to say hearsay, but some of this is speculative, because I don't think nobody witnessed Ksoo actually doing it. And keep in mind, he's masked up. Now, I know this is far-fetched, but we talking about the judicial system. In this country, if it don't fit, you must acquit. And these are the type of loopholes that they look for, lawyers look for, right? I think there's something there. You guys let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section. I might be reaching a little bit, but there's he has some type of case, right? Because if you see the lawyer was adamant about how nobody saw him do nothing, right? And all the people that were the witnesses were people that actually partook in the crime. The co-defendants. Those were the people that were actually giving testimony of what took place. How credible is their testimony? Obviously, there's ulterior motive. There's a conflict of interest there when you have to consider an ulterior motive, right? Maybe we didn't see the last of Ksoo. Maybe we did. But one thing I'm going to say, the man was masked up. All right. And with Ksoo being masked up, it gave room for the lawyer to do her thing. And I do think that they raised some doubt in the jury's mind. But when you have everybody around you, ratting, you got all the witnesses there that actually took place in the crime, makes it that much harder to plead your case, right? Now, my question to you guys is, did Ksoo put himself in a situation? Obviously, we know he went out allegedly with the beefing, but just the name in the man's name, post the man passing away, being unalived. I'm referring to Little Buck. Now, Ksoo's fighting another murder case also. It ain't just Lil Buck, right? You got to remember Little Bibby. Lil Bibby. They said that all throughout the songs, them Jacksonville songs. I'm not big into the Jacksonville drill scene, but I do listen to Whopper with the Chopper. I listen to all that. You know what I mean? Ace, Young and Ace. Julio. I wasn't a big fan of Julio, I will admit, but he is and forgive me if that's blasphemy, because I know that's one of the godfathers, the pioneers of the drill, the Jacksonville drill. Julio Fulio, rest in peace, but I wasn't big into Julio Fulio, nonetheless, but I do know about Young and Ace, you heard me? A Whopper with the Chopper, you know what I mean? Etc. I know I'm missing a couple more people, right? And they'll come to mind. But nonetheless, there's a lot of speculation. Now, Ksoo told on himself. In a lot of regards, Ksoo told on himself, and the father mentioned that. The lawyer explained to the father while he was on the stand and talked about how Ksoo was referring to being just saying stuff about not Lil Bibby, but what's the guy what's his name? Lil Chucky? Not Lil Chucky. I apologize. What's the kid's name? Excuse me, Lil Buck. I apologize, Lil Buck, because I think about Lil Bibby, Lil Buck. He's explained to his son to remove that post that he made on Instagram. So apparently, Ksoo was posting a lot of stuff on social media, typically Instagram, particularly, in which he made a post referring to Lil Buck, referring to Lil Buck, and basically self-snitching. And the father demanded that he remove this off of his page, in which I think that I don't know if he actually complied with it. But nonetheless, a lot of this is self-snitching. I do apologize because I'm getting familiar with the case, but I wasn't too familiar with. I heard about Lil Bibby. Now I'm just now breaking into this. But from what I'm gathering from, obviously he kind of ratted on himself. You guys let me know in the comment section if you guys feel the same way, if he ratted on himself. All right. Like I said, more people chimed in. Now, let me check here. Once again, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. All right, let's play something else right quick.
Thursday.
Good morning, Mr. Robinson.
Good morning.
He pleaded not guilty to his 2 different first-degree murder charges as a gang member. Stood before a judge in court on Thursday.
Good morning, Mr. Robinson.
Good morning.
He pleaded not guilty to his 2 different first-degree murder charges as a gang member. Stood before a judge in court on Thursday.
Good morning, Mr. Robinson.
Good morning.
He pleaded not guilty to his 2 different first-degree murder charges as a gang member. Stood before a judge in court on Thursday.
Good morning, Mr. Robinson.
Good morning.
He pleaded not guilty to his 2 different first-degree murder charges as a gang member. Stood before a judge in
That's your boy. You got your man's up there with his lawyer, Ksoo up there with his lawyer. All right, so you guys see what it is, man. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. You know what I mean? We're gonna find out what's the sentencing date for Mr. Ksoo, et cetera, et cetera. But once again, you guys let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about it. Do you guys think that he could have beat that case? Do you think he deserved to have equal opportunity with the jurors being all white? Was he even deserving of that, right? You guys let me know in the comment section. Once again, L.O.T.S approved media, DSTM, don't shoot the messenger, and I'm out. Pow.